All right. So, first game of this round of 32 between Snow and Granddad. We do have a British mirror. This is going to be our last series of the day in this best of 5. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. We finally worked out the kinks, and hopefully we'll be able to get through this series just as smoothly. But in case you guys weren't here for the previous series, we did have the 3 winners have been King of Osmane, Sampukunku, and Mido. And we will decide our 4th winner here today.
And
so,
Sampukunku's name is...
in the northeast of the map, as we wait for the map to load. What were you saying?
No, go ahead.
Okay. In the northeast of the map, in the color blue, we have Granddad playing as the British. And in the southwest of the map, in the color green, we have Snow also playing as the British. And I think British is a favorable civ for Snow. I've seen him play it a few times, but we are on the map Indonesia. So, Brits not known particularly for their water play as a civilization like Portuguese is, but they can certainly play water. Although I expect both players to go for a land-based plan here. What do you think, Radix?
Actually, I might have to disagree with you on that, but that's just a difference in insight. I would, especially in the mirror, try to eke out this that advantage of having an extra dock and having that 1 or 2 extra fishing boats, supplementing my economy, especially when I'm under pressure. But I also have to admit that I'm not really good at Brit, and usually try to play like Ism does. And basically, because I cannot micro, just as Ism does, it just all fails. So I'm definitely not the person to ask how should I play Brit, and especially not the Brit mirror. But I would go for dock. But with that being said,
we certainly are going to see. Ooh. So this is very important here. How the Brits use their wood in the initial start of the game, and we're seeing 2 very different strategies. We're seeing the manor and market coming down from Granddad, with just the simple double manor coming down from Snow. Which one do you think is more effective?
I would definitely go for the double manor, because that's 2 villagers extra, right? And especially at the start of the game, having 1 extra villager could easily equate. I'm not quite certain whether that's true, but that could equate into like an extra 1,000 food if you just take it all over the game. Like if this game goes well into the 4th age, just this advantage of having 1 extra villager, like the 10 versus the 9, could mean such a huge added economic bonus for Snow. And I really do like it that he has chosen for the 2 manors instead of the market. And of course, Granddad
certainly
Granddad thinks that he's going for the hunting dogs, but I've casted several games now that even if you have the hunting dogs, the difference is just ever so slightly. It's only 2 or 3 seconds, really. So let's take a look and see how fast these Brits players are going to age. And I'm going to say that probably Snow is going to age a little bit faster, despite not having the hunting dogs.
I do want to point out that Snow did get the 90 wood.
Did he?
Snow did get the 90 wood, which is a big treasure. I mean, he could almost afford to plop down another manor right now.
Yeah, and he is
or go for the market.
He's chopping wood for it, and that's the 3rd manor. Oh my god!
Putting down.
You can clearly tell the economic difference.
Granddad does have 2 manors of his own. Yep, he does have 2 manors of his own with the market, with hunting dogs. So, I mean, certainly not falling too far behind in the economy. But it'll be interesting to see which one is better. Looks like both catamarans are just fishing right now. Although, oh no, I don't think Granddad's catamaran is doing anything at all.
Oh my god, yeah, he's completely
you really want to have
ignoring that.
If not scouting, you want that to be fishing.
Yeah. Does he even know that he has?
That's certainly not something you want to be doing.
I think he doesn't know.
I'm not sure.
I mean, it is right in that spot that you can just overlook it. Like if you think that blue spot over here is your flag, then you just overlook it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to affect their age up times too much, but, you know, that slight boost in food, it does make a difference. But looks like both explorers kind of running into each other. No huge treasures picked up besides the 90 wood. There's 35 wood here up in the corner, but that's not as significant as we go along.
Well,
let's see.
Already,
looks like the British explorer just chasing down each other.
Yeah, but already you see
another man
difference.
coming down from snow. In what?
Well, first of all, in aging time, like despite not having the hunting dogs, Snow is going to age faster, and let me see.
Right.
Has more wood because it just keeps on building manors, right? That's his 5th manor already, or the 4th, and the market. Oh no, it's his 5th.
Yeah, and the market is coming down, and you know, compared to the four manors, along with the wood cutting and the hunting dogs upgrade, both economies are pretty strong. 5th manor coming down here in the center of the map. I like this. I like this manor placement certainly. He's keeping the 2 villagers there, which maybe means we could be seeing something aggressive. And look, here comes the outpost as well.
Yep. He's going for the traditional British
like
mirror build, but I don't think that Snow is having it. I mean, look at how his turn is built. He's just aiming to get more and more manors.
I think what he's doing, definitely going defensive, putting in a barracks of his own and sieging this outpost, which I think is an excellent thing to do. You know, it doesn't seem major, but all of that damage counts in the end.
Yep.
And I like how he scouted this. Let's see, the manor population is dead even right now, 70 to 70. Granddad does have the advantage in upgrades. Let's see what they're shipping for shipments. Both have sent the 3 vills and the 700 wood, so both are just matching each other quite evenly. It's just one's playing a little more aggressive and one's playing a little more conservative. But look at how much he took. 500 HP off of that tower just by sieging it with his explorer. That's huge.
Oh my god. Yes, he did. 5 musks coming out.
Yeah, 2 more manors coming down.
Yeah, and Snow doesn't have any military units yet.
No, but look at the manors. He's already up to 90. He's going to have 2 more coming down. 110 manor population, and he has the hunting dogs, as does Granddad. But Snow definitely looking pretty strong here. Although Granddad, you could say he has a little bit of map control, but if you look at this outpost, it's not protecting a lot other than this coin mine.
Exactly.
I mean, you do have a hunt here you could draw in, but
and so
yeah, certainly looking good for Snow at the moment with his superior manor population. 130 manor population to 90.
Yep.
So let's see if he takes advantage of this initial villager lead.
I think he has, because
and I'm expecting him to.
Yeah, because Grandad has invested heavily into his Musk army, but hasn't been able to create any advantage for him, whereas Snow has been building manors at a really fast rate, is already 6 villages ahead of Grandad, and that in a British mirror. That is just extensive. His lead is going to be so huge. And it already is.
Yeah, it's interesting how many more manors he's been able to get up. And he still has, roughly the same amount of musketeers. The one thing I will say is that food is going to run out, pretty shortly in this British player's base. The British just run through food very quickly. So he is going to have to expand at one point. But the musketeer count is looking fairly even. I would dare say it's a little bit in the advantage of Snow at this point.
Which is really odd, because at first, Grandad had more musks faster as well than Snow had. But have you checked their decks yet? I think both might be opting to go for Dock a bit later. And Grandad has discovered his catamaran and tossed it to at least a few fish. I don't know what the gathering rate is of
Ooh, this isn't good.
Sorry?
This little raiding party of musketeers is going to get caught out in the open. That's certainly not good by the main army.
Though.
Although it does distract, and it does buy Granddad time.
And he had
he's gonna walk away. And
anyway, so
yeah, and look at this. Look, so he's kind of leaving those musks alone. Those musks are going to be such a hazard. They're just gonna be a thorn in his side for a while. And if they can keep his army occupied, he might be able to make a push onto this middle here, and maybe even siege down this tower before the other army even gets back. But there are a lot of musks for the blue player, that's for certain. And I'm interested to see who's going to be the first player to get out some longbow or any other kind of unit.
I don't think they're going for a longbow for a very long time. I think that wood is being used at the moment for all those manners, and soon I hope to see a dock. I mean, there's no pressure at all from Granddad, so I'll be saying, like, why not? Why not go eco-heavy? Why not go for H4, send rockets, and just deal with this mess? And
he has even the manor population. Both are at 190, but his army is split up, and they're not protecting this center. They've been, like I said earlier, they've been chasing this little mass of musks, and these musks have served a great purpose. And this barracks is going to go down before the army even gets there.
Yeah.
Oh, that is an excellent little diversion by Snow.
And that is just 200
Is this tower going to go down as well? And
that he cannot use for mana.
Oh, goodness. And he's building up another one here.
However...
And if he loses this outpost as well, and he also loses his forward position.
But Granddad is very close to aging. So he could choose to age up.
Yes, he is. Yeah, you're certainly right there. Let's look at the shipments that have been sent. Granddad went with 5 vil and 4 vil, while Snow went with cords of 600 wood and musketeer damage. So his musketeers do have the edge right now. Gonna get caught in a fight here. So if he does take this fight, he might have the better musketeers, although I would say Granddad has the superior numbers, but not if he fights them in little groups like this. He's got to bring his whole army up there.
Yeah, it's quite odd that he has separated his army like that. But
I think Snow's going to commit to age 2. I really do. Look how far he's pushing in.
Yeah, I think he should, because he has, strangely enough, 44 musketeers versus 20 musks. That's double the size.
Oh, look at this! Look at this. Granddad's putting up 2 outposts in his base, and this is what kills the Brits when they try to go to Fortress Age. They don't have that fast age up option. So that absolutely kills them when they get this second age pressure, because they don't have the option to send that quick shipment to relieve when they're under pressure. Yep. And look at the musks just pouring in, and I think he might have aged a little bit too late. I mean, he's not going to be able to get those veteran upgrades in time before he loses a lot of his infrastructure.
Let's hope that
And this is certainly not looking good for Granddad.
Yeah, let's hope that he has those 6 longbows.
And he also
from his town center soon.
Oh, look at this.
Coming in.
Snow also sent musketeer hit points, so his musketeers are far superior to Snow's at this moment. And look at this. This army is just going to melt, even with the Minutemen. They are not going to deter, losing a bunch of villagers. And Snow now has a 10 vil lead. Oh, 11 vil lead. This is not looking good at all for Granddad. He's going to be up to the Fortress Age, but what is he going to do with it? And I think he might GG before he even gets up to the Fortress Age. And yes, that's going to be game 1. And what a great push by Snow. Oh, wow. That was an excellent push by Snow. Absolutely excellent.
It was.
I think he saw the timing. He had the timing in which those 2 musketeer attack cards came in was just excellent. But the Brits, they don't have that fast age up, and that just kills them in some matches, especially Britmir's, if your opponent decides to be aggressive.
Yeah, checking the fill graph actually shows that at a certain point in time, Granddad had more villagers than Snow had. But it was exactly the same time when Snow had really peaked at almost 56 musketeers versus, let me see, around 16 of granddads, and that's where he won. Roll game.
Yeah, he had some excellent trades with his superior musketeers.
He did, huh? Yep.
And that's, you know, that's the big thing is when you send your 700 wood and your 600 wood to get all those manners up, and then you put 2,200 resources into aging, how are you going to get the 200 wood to get veteran musks and veteran Huss and all of those upgrades you need to make that Fortress Age worthwhile? So it's a problem that a lot of Brit players have to deal with when they try to go up to Fortress Age and get that advantage. And oftentimes it ends up being what loses them the game in that regard. But it does look like that will be the first game. So the first game will go to Snow in this best of 5 in the round of 32. So we will have Snow picking his Civ first on the next map, which is Thar Desert, whatever you like to say. And we will have Snow pick his civilization first. All right, it looks like Snow is going to click in with the Dutch. So that'll be interesting. Dutch, we've seen it be a popular civilization on the Thar Desert where there is not a lot of resources. We saw Mito play it, and we saw him play it very, very well. But we shall see. We shall see what else happens.
Well, thank you, Dror, for keeping the audience entertained while I was off to the bathroom.
No problem. No problem.
I put on my headset and I hear you talking.
Let's see. I'm interested to see what Granddad picks. It's interesting. You know, Thar Desert has been kind of a playground for the Dutch today.
It has.
We saw Mito play it, and now it looks like we're going to see Snow play it. It's certainly a map where Dutch can thrive, not because they're particularly good at it, but because all civilizations, you know, need so much food, and the Dutch can just benefit from not needing as much and being able to turtle in their base. But let's see, is Granddad? Let's see, Snow picked Dutch. And is Granddad going to pick Dutch as well?
Huh? Are we going to have another Dutch mirror?
Oh my goodness, there's so much Dutch today. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, we love it, but that actually goes to show that the EP has made several changes to the Dutch Civ that makes it arguably one of the first choices of high-ranking players. And so perhaps one should consider...
It is...
Yeah?
Yeah, if you know how to play Dutch, which I do not, it is an outstanding civilization. If given the time to build up, they have such a good early fortress.
Yep.
Although that's, you know, Dutch has a problem getting up to that power spike, especially if you're aggressive. But since it's a Dutch mirror, we'll see what happens on Thar Desert. In this game 2 of the best of 5 between Snow and Granddad, we did have Snow take game 1 in the British mirror. So this is a match of mirrors today, apparently. As we see another mirror coming out on Thar Desert. The hunts look fairly even, pretty crappy for both players, as Thar Desert tends to be.
That way.
Yep, and 200 wood start, which is excellent for both players. We'll see what they decide to do. Snow getting very lucky, having a nice little 50 wood treasure right outside his base. Those are always great to have as the Dutch. And he's got, you know, another big 85 wood treasure up here. So where's the 90 wood? There she be. Right there.
Yeah, I think...
All right, so the game is going.
I think every player who joins this tournament should be aware that he has to send one of his explorers to the north or the south of the map. And Grandad has sent his explorer over here, his envoy, so he knows that there's this 90 wood treasure over here. And Snow, well, clearly they have been watching as well.
And I think Snow's going to discover it as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, look at this. Snow's going to come right across this 85 wood as well. But he already used his crack shot on the lion. That is one of the reasons that expert players, you won't see them grab that treasure by their base right away, because they don't want to use that crack shot initially. They want to be able to use it on these big treasures. But he might be able to kite. You can certainly kite 2 tigers relatively effectively. If you don't have your crack shot, I think that's really the only option you have. Yeah. Usually I don't go for the wood treasure right outside my base. I try to look for the bigger treasures first and kind of fan out. Although some people might be a little worried about others coming in and taking it, so they try to take it right away, which I definitely understand. 50 wood is a great treasure. And gonna use that crack shot there, just reloaded. So he is gonna get that 85 wood, which is absolutely excellent. And Snow's gonna have 235 wood already for when he aged up. Interesting that he collected that. Yeah, it is almost a bank. Interesting that he collected that 100 wood right away. Most of the time you'll see people collect that in transition in order to age up faster. But of course, that's a very minor thing. And Granddad is going to come across the 90 wood. So he's going to have 130 wood. But interestingly enough, he has not collected all of his wood yet. He still has 60 wood on the floor. So kind of what I was saying there about conserving your wood and making your age up time a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But the big wood treasures have been gathered.
I only noticed it now, but indeed, that might be it, huh? He's trying to save valuable villager seconds, but does it really matter that much? Already herding his elephants over here, which I really like.
I like that as well.
Yeah, Snow hasn't
Hard thing
about
herding elephants is, yeah, but he is getting this big herd in, which is going to be great for him as well. And he did pick up, Grandad did pick up 65 coin, which is of course excellent for the Dutch.
Yeah, lovely treasure. Yeah, that's a really good one. Also very easy to get.
It is very easy to get. It looks like Snow's going to come across another 65 coin treasure, which he could pick up. Looks like it's only 55 coin, but that's still a good treasure to pick up, especially if you're Dutch.
Yep.
Both players aging up. Snow is a little bit ahead, and of course he is very ahead in the wood. Already has his 350 wood. Now just needs to gather his food, and did pick up the 55 coin. So he'll have plenty of coin to get that villager queued up.
And his bank is already
upon
going up
time. Yep. I will say that Grandad has done a better job of herding, which on this map certainly plays a big role. And, you know, you certainly don't want to understate that at all. Yeah, it looks like Snow hasn't even attempted to get his elephants in yet. But, I mean, this is... Ooh, Grandad collecting a little more wood than he needed.
Yeah, but I could actually say that at this moment, this game is already favored for Snow, because he's got a bank, he's got all those hunts, and Grandad is just
his
only
bank was down
started
and
to build the bank.
Right. Interestingly enough, that Snow did go up with 14 vills as opposed to the regular 15. So, yeah, but he did get that bank up earlier, which is certainly going to be very good. I'm excited to see if they go for the bank wagon or the 700 wood. That's going to be a huge indicator of what they're going to try to do. I think... Did he... Oh, my goodness. Snow used the 400 wood to put down the second bank. He didn't put down any houses or a military building. That's certainly saying that there's going to be some greedy play, but there is already a stable coming down from Granddad, so he might pay for this. unless he's able to garrison his villagers effectively. But it certainly allows for a more economic based play, but at the cost of not having military out right away. Looks like a pretty standard semi-FF, but Snow's going to see that, so he's going to know it's coming.
Yeah, and after having watched several games like this, I'm starting to think that it might actually be a mistake to go for this semi-FF with the Hussars mixed in, because if you take a look at Snow, he's had these 2 villages on the gold mine for like forever, ever since the start of the game, whereas Granddad had more than 6 or 7 villages on the mines, and still Snow is up in eco. So he's got more resources.
Just look at the economy Snow's been able to pump out.
I know, exactly.
Yep, 3 banks, a market, and look, the Dutch wall. I cannot stress enough how important it is to wall his Dutch, and once again we're seeing a beautiful example with that from Snow. Excellent job by him, and the bank wagon coming down. So 4 banks going to be up, and you know the Hussar have come out, but he was only able to get out 4, and I think that shows, you know, to your point earlier, how he had to have more villagers on coin, therefore he couldn't have more vills on food, therefore he wasn't able to get out 5 full Hussar.
And it might have started with this treasure over here. Just having that wood just a little bit faster. And these Hussars, I like them, but they're just too late, aren't they? I mean, Snow might be even...
If Snow's paying attention, he won't lose a vill here. Yeah, I don't think, if he's smart about it, I don't see a way Snow loses a vill here. I mean, he's gearing it so well. Oh, and look at the 5 Hussar popping out just in time. What an excellent pop. He's going to snare him. Oh, excellent timing by Snow. Yep. Yeah, he's going to snare these Hussar, going to get so much extra damage on them. And, ooh, looks like he had to... Was that a shipment? Or did he make those 3? No, he made those 3 Hussar, but still making Granddad make 3 more Hussar. Going to do a good job in retreat there. But yeah, a lot of unneeded damage on those Hussar. Gonna lose his vill here, but again, pumping away with 4 banks. What does he got for techs? Does have the hunting dogs working for him, and was able to send the 600 wood as well. So, I don't know. This is looking very good for Snow, even though he's down in military population.
Yeah, but regardless, I don't know if you caught that quick moment while he was running away. His envoy was mixed in the battle, and he just quickly stopped, killed it, and then moved on with his Hussars, and that was just absolutely beautiful to see.
And that's just excellent micro. And look how he's splitting his Hussar here. The 3 Hussar are going down here, and the 2 Hussar are going to try to raid in the back, which is
and he has got still his envoy.
I always think of Kaiser Klein when I think of people splitting their cav. Yep. So this is certainly the build of Snow, because Granddad wasn't able to put on that pressure. The build from Snow is looking very good right now. Yep. And the 5th, well, the 5th bank is not down yet for Snow, while the 5th bank is going up for Granddad, so that is an advantage. Although, look at these Hussar coming in. They might pick off a vill. Oh, nope, they're not going to get it. They are going to get a low vill, though.
Not.
Just barely. But there are a lot of Hussar out from Snow. That is a little bit worrisome. I mean, look at how many Hussar are on the map. But look at this. I mean, Snow's already up to the 3rd age, and I don't think Granddad's even clicked in yet. And he doesn't have near the resources to get up to the 3rd age yet either.
Exactly. He's just done 3 Hussars, so he's fully committed to this H2 play with Hussars, which is quite.
There is a little bit of a problem though.
He can only send some routers, and then it's just GG for Granddad. I mean, having so many Hussars.
Right, but what we spoke of earlier... Yeah. What we spoke of earlier, not being able to herd in these elephants, right, that might come to haunt him a little. Look at all these Hussar. These villagers are going to have to get pulled back, or they're going to lose. He's going to lose a lot of villagers here, but 5 Reuters coming out. They might be able to keep those Hussar away. And 5 Skirm coming out as well. Yeah, he's going to try to deter those Hussar. And, yep, he's going to be able to get them away. Going to be able to steal a Hussar there. So, overall, Snow is definitely showing a great builder. Ooh, I don't like this Minutemen, though. I don't like that at all. I think that was a waste of resources. Maybe a little bit of an overreaction there.
Yeah, most likely. But on the other hand, I don't know whether it is smart or not, but I would have taken this battle. I would have gone for it. Especially because he had only 5 routers and a few skirmishers. And Grandad had like more than 12 hussars. And so he could have gotten at least a few villagers, I think. Now it's already too late.
At this point, Grandad is reaching the Fortress Age. And he does have the 5th bank, which means he does have the economic unit lead. But Snow just sent 1,000 wood, which is going to be absolutely huge.
Especially for Dutch.
And yeah, Grandad's shipped 3 Hussars, which in the grand scheme of things, 3 Hussars is just not a very effective shipment, especially when your opponent's in Age 3. Just going to siege some houses here, which I like by Snow because, you know, you're out of range of the town center, so you're not risking anything. And that's 100 wood, so definitely. And that's going to leave Grandad. Oh, well, it left him over pop there for a minute. Oh. And once again, we see the raiding capability of skirmishers. But at the same time, that's a big armory coming out of that red town center. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. But look at these, he's got halberdiers. Snow's got halberdiers going in there. He's got 5 halberdiers, and I mean, they're not gonna do much. They are gonna soak up some damage, but a lot of these skirms are gonna get away unscathed. And he was able to take out most of that Hussar batch. And now there's just mostly Reuter. Which, I mean, with more skirms, he should be able to deal with. Although there are a lot of Reuter there. I don't want to understate that, but, you know, at this point, if he's just able to kite with the skirms, and more skirms are on the way, although those Reuters are going to just continue to chase down those skirms, but that does mean, you know, you are losing a lot of Reuters there. Ooh, what do you think? What do you think of this outpost here from Snow?
Yeah, Snow is probably looking to either secure these hunts or these mines, but I would just simply opt to build more banks. Yeah. How many banks does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would just go for the 6th.
He does have 5 banks now. Yeah. I'd like to see either another stable or another barracks out of him. I'm wondering, what did he do with all of his wood? Did he get market upgrades? Oh no, he didn't get a lot of market upgrades. Where did all of his wood go?
Well,
that's 250 wood, and then the 350 for the bank. Maybe houses? Uh-oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Both guys are getting big raids here. Oh, that's gonna be really bad. He's gonna lose at least 3 bills, maybe 4. But some skirm's gonna pop out now. Try to fend off those Reuters. And at the same time, both are just base trading at this point. This is very interesting. But Snow definitely has the superior army here.
Yeah, and again, I don't know how it happened. Even the Grandad has done much better than before. And seems to be almost in league.
Yep.
He just doesn't seem to be able to get rid of this massive army in front of his base. And so even though, as you said, like he pushed these villages back,
I think
he has to come back and save his bank.
Yeah, I think in the split second decision, he decided that he was going to try to base trade, which base trading is so risky. And at this point, there's so many skirms out. Although he is going to catch this army here, so the skirms aren't going to be able to effectively kite. With the Minutemen, this is a pretty good sandwich here, especially since he's putting the... Ooh, this might be a good job by Red here, but at the end of the day, these Reuters are going to kind of get mixed in, and Reuters aren't very good at melee, but they're going to try to do something, and Oh, I don't know. What do you think about this fight here?
Well, I think it's the right decision to put those routers in melee, but at the same time,
yeah,
you are.
I mean,
he's going to stabilize, but does he have enough resources to rebuild his army as quickly as Snow can?
At what cost? I mean,
yeah.
Where are his villagers? Are they all locked up in that TC? And meanwhile,
so.
look at Snow. You know, he's got himself stabilized here with the outpost, and he's on all of these hunts.
Yep.
I still think Snow's in a much better position, even though he lost a lot of those skirms. And even though the army is in favor of red at this moment, you know, it's still just a 1-unit army.
I don't know if
he hasn't been able to mix in any skirms or...
Oh. I don't know if you just caught that, but
caught
you just...
what?
Well, it's hard to explain, but you just microed superbly. Just moved 2 routers that way and just took 1 router to shoot 1 Minuteman. I mean, it's quite rare.
Oh, I
to
did see
that.
That was excellent, Mike. But look at this. I mean, Granddad's coming in for this base to raid, but look, there's no villagers. They're all in the north of the map.
Yeah, quite cleverly done.
Yeah, I don't know. The fact that Granddad doesn't even have a barracks down at this moment, it worries me, because it makes me think he's just going to go pure Reuter, and if Snow gets out a significant mass and he's not caught and he's able to kite, that's not going to be good at all. And he's going to get most of his Reuters just picked off for free. And it looks like, yep, now it's going to... He's seen the army. He's going to maybe try to go for some Vil raids, but he's going to lose a bunch of Reuters in the process. And he's getting kind of sandwiched in here. Is he making any other units? No barracks coming down quite yet. Running out of resources in his base. It certainly looks like it's in favor of Snow. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially because Snow has chosen skirmisher upgrades, and Grandad is still heavy on the cav. And unless he adds a few hussars, maybe not a few, maybe 10 or 20, but he doesn't have the resources for them.
Yeah, speaking of which, he does have 6 hussars and 8 skirms are coming out, so
finally he's chosen to get
certainly
some
looking
skirms.
a lot better. Right, but it's still not from a barracks. It's just the 8 skirm shipment, so he's not going to be able to reinforce that, which worries me quite a bit. And, you know, Snow does have the superior skirmisher account, and he doesn't have a lot of Reuters, but he has some, certainly enough to deal with, you know, 6 hussar. So it still worries me. It still worries me that the Granddad does not have a barracks down, and he has no map control at this point. You know, he's going to run out of food soon. Where's he going to go? This is already solidly held by Snow. His army's waiting down here. Where do you go from this point?
Actually, nowhere. Like, at this point, he has 8 skirms versus 33, and 25 routers versus 27. So the armies are fairly the same. However, 30 skirms versus 27.
Are going to get caught on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Yep.
These skirms are
and he's not going to be able to use those hussars effectively
easily
because they were on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look how many Reuters he lost, and even if he's able to pick off some villas, he's going to lose so much of his army here, just trying to get some villager kills. And once he loses that army, where is he going to find the resources to make that many hussar again? You know,
he really should.
It's certainly not. And now he's just kind of running his army around. Yeah, I think he needs a barracks, and he doesn't have that barracks. He's still just going off the double stable, which, I mean, look at this. Look at this. His army's just going to get caught and massacred here. Yeah, going to lose like what, 4 or 5 Reuter just trying to walk by. Can't put the hussar on because the Reuters are right there. I would like to see Snow get a few more Reuters. I'm a little worried that his Reuter count is a little bit low, but I mean, he has enough skirms here. And a 3rd stable going down.
Oh my god!
Rather than a barracks.
I mean, he's had the chance when he was over here,
and I don't even think he's getting.
But he didn't took it then.
Yeah, he's not even going to get that up. And the skirm raids are just going to. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Certainly, I think Granddad's he's certainly making his cavalry the best that it can be, and he's using it to the best of his ability. If he just had some skirms in there to deal with those Reuters, Although, you know, he is cleaning up this batch of Reuters here, but it's just pulling his army away from his base so that, you know, Snow can continue doing damage inside of it. Although, Snow does not have near enough Reuters to deal with that many Hussar. And that worries me quite a bit.
Well, as I
these
said,
Hussar get jammed up in here.
Yeah, as I said, that Grandad needs around 20 Hussars to deal with this mess. He's gathered them. Don't know how.
Right.
He's pushed them
but at the end of the day,
right in the middle of the skirmish.
Let's think about this. Right, let's think about this. He cleans up all those skirms, loses all of his Hussar. At the end of the day, who comes off better from that trade?
Yeah,
definitely Snow, because he just has more map control and he has a better economy. So again, it comes down to that war of attrition. More Hussar coming out, but the skirmishers are able to kite. The Reuters are getting in there, and at the end of the day, I think Snow just has enough stuff. And the fort wagon coming out. Ooh, that is a sign of desperation right there.
Well, if it can, he's going to lose
that
it.
Fort wagon.
No.
Oh. Yeah, and there's a whole shipment lost. Now, I will say, I'm impressed. He's cleaned up Green's entire army.
Yeah.
So Green has no army to speak of at this point. At least not a significant one. But, you know, he's going to build it up so quickly. He does have kind of random pockets of units here that I wish he would, you know, start bringing in, like these Reuters and these Hussar. And, but yeah, these Halberdiers are just going to try to chase down these Hussar. Interesting incorporation of the Halberdiers, I must say.
Yeah.
Is there a barracks down yet from... Does he have a barracks?
I don't think so.
I still
think
don't see
he's
a barracks.
Really invested in this CAF build, which might actually work in team games.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it certainly works in team games. I mean, in team games, you can go pure Reuter and have the highest score in the game, but I really think he needs infantry right now. And again, he's searching for that raid. He's not going to find it because everything's in the north of the map, and it's well protected by these outposts and by this army. Yeah, there's just not much to find back in this base. But at the same time, oh, look at this. Swiss pikemen coming out from Snow.
Yep.
Ooh, that is not gonna be good at all.
And those two banks that he's been attacking.
Look at
this one is repaired.
Right. And at the end of the day, you know, this army, look who's been able to build up a much better mass. Yeah, the numbers are about the same, but you know, it's Swiss pikemen and skirms versus Reuters and Hussar. And I think we all know who wins that fight, you know, pretty significantly, especially since he's got some of his own Hussar mixed in now, and the surviving Halberdiers. So, yeah, I think this certainly looks like it's going to be in favor of Snow once again. Although it doesn't want to just run in and get his Hussar killed there, although they are soaking up some damage. Yeah, more Reuter coming out. And at this point, I think he's building so many Reuter just because he doesn't have enough food. And the Swiss pikemen are just going to melt those Hussar. Yeah. There's even when Swiss pikemen get up and close with skirmishers, they melt skirmishers. If you can get them up close with any unit, they just absolutely melt whatever they are fighting. Swiss pikemen are such a good shipment if you can afford it. And even some raiding going up in the north of the map. Finally, a barracks coming down, but it's much too little, much too late. So I think Snow is handily going to take this game as well.
Yeah, I couldn't have said
that. And yep, there it is.
Yeah.
The GG from Grandad.
Yeah, he recognizes that he's made too many mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. But well played.
And it was so close.
Go right into game 3 because
it was so close at the start.
It was very close
when he was raiding over here.
There. Yeah, it came down to unit composition at the end of the game.
Yep.
Just not incorporating the skirms, you know, just going with the pure cav mass and then not getting the best trades, and then just not having map control. I think he microed well, you had a good build order. Just the little things, the little decisions are what get you in the end, because they stack on top of each other.
And do you know that red has got the most kills? You wouldn't say so,
really,
right?
That wouldn't surprise me.
That's so weird.
No. Yeah, they were both very good at killing the armies, but one player was much better at rebuilding. And that happened to be Snow in this game. But let's see here. This will be game 3 of this best of 5. And if it goes longer than this, I might have to duck out, but hopefully not. But we'll see if Snow takes it in 3 games, or if Granddad is able to pull off a comeback. So
let's hope so.
Granddad will have to pick first. Yes. So it'll be interesting. Okay, so gonna go with ports here. An interesting civ to pick on. What is the map now? Oh nope, gonna go Germany.
As far as I know, the map should be, let me see, Iowa or Malaysia. I think Malaysia, unless they have vetoed it.
Okay. Well, let's see. I can look it up here as well. For the 3rd. Well, I mean, we don't have. Well, I guess we weren't really expecting a 4th match. But I think it would be Malaysia. So. Oh, he doesn't have Malaysia.
To play Malaysia?
Does he have Iowa? Because then we could just do Iowa.
Okay.
I think we could play Iowa because I don't think we've seen Iowa yet. Which it might be good to play Iowa. For the sake of time, since he does not have Malaysia. If he does have Iowa. Otherwise, we might just have to download Malaysia. All right, getting everything sorted out here. Let's see. All right, everybody. Well, I think I might have to duck out. I will let him figure out how we want to do this. Looks like we might have a Germany versus France. I don't know where Radix ran off to, though.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Alright, so I think we're ready.
Oh, but
jump right into it.
I'm actually inviting Sealy, but you can cast, right?
Oh. You know what? Just to be safe, just in case this goes long, why don't I jump out, and I will let you guys take over this last game. But thank you very much for letting me cast. I'm glad we could finally do it. And I wish you luck. And thanks, guys, all for showing up. I will see you all later.
Thank you very much, Dror. I'm the only one who can give you an applause, but you definitely deserve a round of applause. So, extremely well done, Dror.
Thank you.
You just came in just in the right time, because I was feeling a bit tired. You just came in and took over, and you did really, really well. So, thank you very much. Very nice meeting you.
Thank you. No problem. Yes, yes. I will let you guys finish the last game. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Dror. So for this cast, joining us is Xili, but I don't know if she's online.
I'm here. Do you hear me?
Hiya. Are you online on ESO as well?
Yeah.
What's your ESO again?
I am AthenaV, but I do not see the game. Oh, there it is. I found it. We're good. I got it. Hi, everybody. By the way, I'm Flower. And yeah, we are trying to rock out this game. Does he only have 2.2a?
Apparently, but let's just do it. Does it have to be 2.2b?
Yeah, it is supposed to be. Do you have 2.2b?
I do. Perhaps we could just try it, and if the Huns get screwed up again, then we can rehost and I can give it to him.
Sure, that sounds good.
Can we? Okay, cool.
We can do that. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, exciting. Our very first co-cast, Xili and I. So I'll leave the introduction to you, because you are really good at it.
I have to say, I will introduce. So, hi everybody. I'm Flower. This is Radix, and he's amazing and awesome. And our players are Snow. He is playing in the color green, and he is to the north. And he is France. We have Granddad. He is in the color red, and he is playing Germany. He is in the south. And I'm just checking out the hunts here. Let's see. Looks like yeah, it all looks fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it looks good to me. The third hunts. Yeah, I think it looks good.
Okay, I will of course follow your expert judgment on this.
It all looks fine. Expert judgment. No, it does. It looks fine to me. I'm sure that we'll get yelled at by somebody. It's like if you don't call it, you'll get yelled at. If you do call it, you get yelled at. But to me, I feel like it looks okay. And we have Snow, Thomas Nicolette, Explorer, picking up the 40 food in base. Gonna go pick up those beaver pelts as well. Sending his scout to scout, fortunately. And we have, looks like Granddad is going for the nearly mature bear cub that he can tame. That is an interesting choice instead of scouting around with his explorer.
Yeah, what do you make of that?
An interesting choice, anyway. Well, usually they don't. Ooh, I just tabbed out and then I tabbed back in. Bad idea. Ooh. Anyway, usually people scout around instead of going for the treasures like that, but I think it's okay. Maybe he's got a plan for it.
He might have, so, but at the same time, Snow is getting this Iroquois, this tomahawk, and would you prefer? A bear, which is quite powerful by the way, or a tomahawk?
That is a great question. I'm not sure. I like the bears just because I like animals a lot, but the tomahawk is probably a little bit better. But I really like to get animal treasures, so I mean, look at the bear run. He's super cute.
He is.
But anyway, I'm taking a look at the decks here.
The bear is really eager to do your bidding, right? Look at him go.
Yeah, he is. Look at him. Yeah.
Oh, where's the bear?
He's pretty great. Pretty great. So anyway, let's. Oh, I cannot see his deck. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's got some dot shipments in his deck. I always get excited, and he's got Black Riders. Nice, and he has all the ups for his cav, so it looks like Granddad is going to go for some lots and lots of cav. Good choice.
Yeah, I had a discussion with
got the counter to his cav. He has pikemen.
And the Black Riders, right?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I had a discussion with Wicked
I'm sorry.
Just before this game about not being a lot of France being played in this tournament, and he said that it's because France is an average civ. It is good at many things, but it doesn't excel at one thing specifically. And Germany excels, of course, extremely well at both skirmishes. I really do like the German skirmishes and their cav, right? What do you think of this matchup between France and Germany? And both players not having used any TP yet.
I feel like it's pretty... Yeah, that is surprising to me. I would like to see somebody get a trading post.
Indeed, right?
Preferably Germany. Absolutely. I feel it's pretty good. The thing that France has over Germany when it comes to like the cav and stuff is France has a bit better goons simply because they can kite a little bit better than the war wagons. We do finally see a trading post going up for Snow here. So that's pretty good. I'm wondering if he's going to try to take like the whole trading post line. And we've got a little bit of harassment here with the scout. Just kind of harassing the settler wagon there.
Yeah, it doesn't really care about it, does he?
Tomahawk is coming in, probably to do a little bit of annoying... Hmm?
He doesn't really care about it, does he?
She doesn't care? Yeah. No, I don't think so. The settler wagons are pretty beefy. I'm not sure why he's going back, though, after he just ran all the way there.
Well, you would as well, after having been beaten by Snow 2 in a row, and this...
Sure.
And this game is the decisive game. If he loses this one, then the series is Snow's. So he's probably extra careful.
Yeah.
Oh, look! Not only one Tomahawk, but 2. He's got 2.
I am... Okay, so he... Alright, Granddad is going to do a cheeky little... Looks like, anyway, with the settler wagon, going to do a cheeky little forward base. Nice. So this is... Okay, and he's got the Ulans coming out. See if they can take out those Tomahawks here. And shipment sent. What do we got here? Units in Snow is currently making musk. And they just popped. And Granddad is making DOPS. Interesting. But,
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice. So I guess he's just gonna maybe try to raid a bit with the DOPS. I'm not really sure what he's trying to do there. Let's see.
It's just going to be really difficult for him.
I'm wondering
to deal with that many musks with only DOPS.
Absolutely.
And
but he has those DOPS back there in the back. It's going to take so long for those musks to come back to his base. Yeah. But yeah, he's pretty, and he only has, what, 10 musks, so they can't really do much of anything in the base, just kind of antagonize a bit. He is bringing 5 more in, but here we've got a raid happening, and I'm not sure what he's doing with his, now his doppels are going to go in. Nope. Maybe? No, just kind of dancing around there.
Well, Snow has a scout standing over here, so he does know that there's a villager over there. And even though it's just one villager, many one villagers at a time can make all that difference, right?
Sure.
And more musketeers coming in.
Absolutely. Oh, but look at this. He's got his... Why? I am curious as to why he would take his... try to take out the barracks there as opposed to just going straight into the base a little bit more. But I guess that's pretty good. I mean, that's 200 wood that he lost, and that's where he was making musk and everything. He did have to rebuild his barracks in the back. So... But now he knows that he has DOPS, and now he's pulling all of his musk back into his base.
Yeah, I like it that he's taking down the house. Yeah. But these musketeers...
As do I, because it can... Now he's popped, so he can't make any more units until he makes a house. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, and taking down the stables, taking down another house.
4 musk and Q.
This might actually be a point in the game where, 8 expos coming out, but he's done quite well for himself. He's bought him some time, and even though more musketeers are moving into this town, I think Grandad has been able to stall the advance of Snow. for at least a few minutes. A few villagers dying on the right side from a small rush. And oh no, it's a settler wagon. 8 crossbows coming out as well, but just barely too late.
That's a pretty good, yeah, that's a pretty good pop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're both playing pretty scrappy, I feel, this game. I mean, everywhere you look, there's some sort of fight or raid or something happening.
Yeah,
so it's a pretty scrappy game. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Have you been paying attention to the battle in the center?
Antagonizing the villagers.
But have you been paying attention to this?
Yeah, with the dops and the crossbows.
Well, it's just amazing.
I'm sorry.
That is just amazing.
The dops and versus crossbows, yeah.
How many musketeers did he have there?
I'm sorry.
I think he killed 10 musketeers over there with his dops.
Exactly.
Oh, but sadly, Snow has aged.
I can't be entirely certain.
And
yeah, he is aging on top of all of that.
Yeah, and as soon as France is aged, you know what to expect, right? Some cuirassiers, some skirmishes, possibly a few cannons. I mean, he needs to get this town center down quickly, as fast as possible. Do you think he has enough units to do it?
Yeah. I don't feel like he does, actually. We still haven't seen a Minuteman pop, so he still has that. And some skirms are coming out right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing... And there's some goons that he made. Dops are really great, but they're so slow in comparison to the other units, unless they have the upgrades.
And too slow is exactly what I would use to describe this game. It's just too little, too slow, too late. Like the Dobbs would have been perfect if they had been just a little bit sooner, just before the skirms came out. Yeah, sure. Sure, just a little bit quicker would have been good. I'm surprised that he's not. We've got Granddad attacking this trading post as opposed to building his own. That's a bit surprising to me. And these vills are going to end up getting caught out. I feel the Ulans that are coming in to try to save them aren't going to be able to fight off all those Musk. So. Oh, and Snow even building a second town center. I'm not sure if he's going to be
able to save them.
Oh.
I don't think he's going to be able to save them. I like that he was building that town center on basically Granddad's...
Right.
You know, his hunch and his mind. It's his side of the map, and he's just that is a bit rude, I feel.
Indeed, yeah. Rude, but kind of funny.
But yeah, sure. And we have Granddad. His bills are still idle in the town center. He didn't end up getting his stable up.
Yeah.
He is pushing a bit up at the top with his stops and bringing in some reinforcing crossbowmen and the Minutemen, but I don't feel like that's going to have all that much of an impact. The the score differential is just so great. Snow has almost double the score as Granddad has, and he's got the second TC. So I'm not.
He has been really successful in dividing his attention between attacking the town center and defending the musketeer raids from left and right from green. But once again,
absolutely,
you would say like maybe too little, too late, because now more than 12 skirms in his town center, more musketeers coming in from the right. Well, maybe he's looking to base trade, but can he? I mean, yeah, perhaps this is the last thing that he can do. Get the town center.
Yeah, he just, there's not much he can do. I mean, he can't really hunt that much. He's lost, how many bills has he lost? He's lost 12 bills, 2 settler wagons. So he's gathering. I'm just not sure. He is killing quite a few bills up here, which is great.
Yeah, he's been very effective at that.
So is just continuing to push it.
He has killed over 20 villagers versus 13 of his.
And now he is going to get spot. Oh, maybe not. Are they going to see him? Yep, the goons are going to spot this. Can they see him?
Silly.
I don't think they can.
Do you realize that he's up in economic unit population? Like, look, his villagers. He's got 22 versus 14. So there might be a chance.
I don't know how.
Me neither. Look at him.
But
we shouldn't lose any more villagers.
Insane. It is crazy.
Yeah. And he's going to take this town center, which is probably the best move he could be doing right now. Oh, sadly, a few dragoons taking care of that.
Yeah, maybe not.
And this is just really difficult to deal with doubles, right? All these skirmishers and musketeers.
Yeah, he can't really make any more buildings. He can't really make any more units or anything like that since he's so low on resources. I think he was trying to sneak out a settler wagon. And okay, yeah, they were spotted. So I don't think that he's gonna be able to do anything else with the little army that he has left. I'm actually very impressed that he still has that army wandering around at all.
Yeah, he's done a really good job on saving them.
He did an amazing job, like popping them back in and out of the town center. This is the last stand, so yeah, that was a good game. Great job.
Indeed, I was quite hefty for snow, I think. Yeah.
It was pretty good. That Phil count graph is so funny.
I know, right?
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He might have actually won if he
That's pretty good.
He had 2,000 of this as well. Really well played. Thanks to Snow and Grandad. Chili,